Well, looky who it is. He just couldn't resist, could he? Come crawling back, I guess.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying the save, drop a like, that would be spectacular. So, we've got European action for the very first time in this save. It's taken us 14 years, but we've got there, and it's great to be here. Basically, Beta Jerusalem, they are all that stands between us and a European group stage. I am stoked for this game. Sadly, Lonchar, and it is Lonchar, I just checked, picked up an injury in training, so he will miss today's game, which means Win Billington will be playing in Europe, so good for Win. And sadly, that transfer I was working on still hasn't actually come through or gone anywhere yet, so you may have to wait until the end of the episode to find out what's gone on there. So obviously, we weren't able to register everybody. There's a few little injuries here and there, so we will sort of piece together the team as best we can. Let's just... Oh, what am I doing here? Actually, I'll do a selection advice, and we can sort this out in a minute. So, White and KO. No, I'm going to go with Billington. No, I'm going to go with Billington. I trust him. I trust Win Billington. Grant White has done well in the friendlies, but he didn't perform that well against Manchester City. Win Billington at least has a history of scoring goals in competitions. Costa and Lasker, no. Fran isn't back yet, but I'm happy to start Zulu for this game. I'm going to start with Matala instead of... Actually, no. I can hardly drop Dale Connor, because he's done so well so far this season. And I can't start Flamarion. He's fit, but he's not really ready to go just yet either. So, there's your lineup at the back there. So we've got Costa, Thompson, Nelson, White, Vukaripa, Ramos, and Morton on the bench. And obviously the lineup is as it is. It's so cool to see Win Billington about to play a game in European football. And, well, if it wasn't for that little injury, he probably would not have started this match. But that's how it goes. Right, let's get going. I'm feeling fairly confident about this one. We won't muck up the striker. But you just never know, really. I think the home game is going to be massive. First ever away game from... The stadium is called Teddy. The stadium is just called Teddy. All right, Teddy, how's it going, bud? Let's just jump straight in then. Billington immediately. I mean, maybe he'll be the hero for us tonight. I think an away goal is kind of what we need here. It's really hard to know where we level up against a team like this because you just don't know the qualities that are available. But as long as we get an away goal, I think I'll be happy. And it's hit the post there from Buzidi, I believe. Oh, he's cutting inside. Can he do it again here? Lasker gets the shot on target. Also, Keith Abbott, that brilliant youth intake player we had, has now moved into the under-23 side already at the age of 17. We're trying to sort of fast forward him through the system a little bit whilst keeping him working on certain things that could definitely make him a viable prospect as Griggs tips it over the bar. Here we go again. Zulu's ball whipped across, and it's headed off the post and cleared away again. We've looked solid from set pieces so far. Buzidi wins it. Into the channel for Kayo. Can Billington free himself up? He may not need to as Kayo's in, and he's all the way in, and he nearly gets the shot away, but doesn't quite. Balde, still looking for his first goal for us. Will he get it in Europe? Oh, what a ball. Vertical ball. Loads of options now. Balde whips it through, and Kayo's header is over the bar. Nice work, though. Lasker, nice work again. Balde gets to his left-hand side. Can he square it for someone? He doesn't need to because it's a penalty to Whitport. Who will take it, and who will score our first ever European goal, we hope? It's Win Billington to score our first ever goal in Europe, and he smashes it home. Beta Jerusalem 0, Whitport 1. Win Billington from the penalty spot scores our first ever European goal, and frankly, I would not have it any other way. Win Billington is so clinical from the spot. He does the job for us. Brilliant strike, and we lead away in Europe. That's our away goal. Huge relief there. Well, half-time, we lead from the penalty spot, but I think we've been comfortably the better side, and that's really what matters. We can't afford to get complacent, but at the same time, I think we've got this in the bag at the moment if we just continue to play the way we are. Bruzidi's just pestering that dude. Vertiball clears it. Balde, what a clearance! The amount of power he got on that header. Oh, Billington with a lovely little ball through for Kayo. Can he finish it off? Yes, he can. Kayo's fourth goal of the season. Lovely work from Win Billington. There's a real nice understanding between those two, which built up towards the end of last season, and I hope that Lonchar can build that understanding too. The flick on from Balde, though, was insanely big, but lovely work from Billington again. But Kayo's got a lot of work to do here. I think he's on his wrong foot too. Goes for that left-footed shot, pops it past the goalkeeper. 4 goals in 3 games to start the season. That is what you want from a striker. Zulu to put a ball in. Can we wrap this up now? No, we can't, actually. There's maybe even a chance for a breakaway if Stein's got the pace, and for some reason the number 13 is not coming across to close him down. What a spectacular tackle from Balde. That was Balde of all people. Well played. Right, let's get some players out of the way so we can... Oh, nice work from... Oh, it's flicked at the goalkeeper. Zulu to deliver one. And back post clearance, but Billington's picked it up again. And somehow flicked through for Kayo, and Metalla gets the shot away. Zulu's free kick again. He might go for goal here. No. Flicks it to the back post, and Kayo's there. We'll hopefully, if we do get through, have a group stage draw in today's video too. One last goal, maybe make it 3-0 before the end of the match, just to really put the icing on the cake as Metalla's header is on target. I think we've been very good today. 2-0, maybe even a little bit harsh on us in some ways, but I think it's a very good result. 2-0 away from home in Europe. Got 2 away goals. A nice lead to take back home as well. Clean sheet to go with it. perfect, really. I couldn't have asked for anything more. And that's without a few players as well. Bruzidi's still filling in on the right-hand side for Flammarion. Wim Billington doing a fantastic job filling in up front as well. Really nice to see. Unless we got one last goal in us here, maybe if Zulu can whip some speciality sauce into that box. And Nelson's header is on target again as well. And that should surely see this game out now. And there we go. Beitar Jerusalem 0, Whitport Athletic 2, our first ever victory in Europe. Wim Billington and Kayo with the goals. Kayo gets man of the match, of course, but Billington was excellent as well. Right, we got a game against Bournemouth off camera, and then back for the second leg, and maybe some more signings too. Right then, we're back. We had a single game off camera. Did not start well, unfortunately. Had a bit of a mess in the right-hand side. Eventually, completely unmarked to the back post was Dwight McNeil to make it 1-0 to Bournemouth after just 2 minutes. And then, before 5 minutes was even done, Morales' ball was put through, and, well, just volleyed into the back of the net here by Celik. 2-0 to Bournemouth inside 5 minutes, destroying us, frankly. But then, just before half-time, we managed to get ourselves a goal back into the match. Lasker whips the ball across, and there was Saliu Balde to score his first ever goal for Whitport. Another assist for Lasker as well. Then in the second half, straight after half-time, Kayo's ball through. Who was there? Rui Lasker. It was 2-2, and he scored a goal and an assist again. And then, with just 18 minutes to go, Europa puts a lovely ball down the line here for Wim Billington. He cuts back inside, pops it on the head of Kayo. 3-2. Lovely comeback from the lads. Great work from everybody involved. Lasker gets his second man of the match award of the season already. He's playing like Clive Kimberley this year, and it is exciting to see. So, in the last episode, I mentioned that we'd got another signing in the works. Well, it's happened. Well, looky who it is. He just couldn't resist, could he? Come crawling back, I guess. So yeah, Clive Kimberley is back at Whitport. And I know you're thinking, you don't even need him, do you? No, we don't. So, here's what happened. Chelsea transfer listed him for £12 million, and I thought, just to spite you, Clive, I'm going to pay that fee, and I'm going to bring you back to the club. So that's what we've done. So basically, Chelsea had him for a year and took a £9 million loss on the deal. We've brought him back, and he's now on less money now than he would have been had he accepted the contract I was originally going to offer him, which was around about £45,000. But no, he insisted on 105. A year later, he's on £38,000. So congratulations, Clive. You've played yourself. He's back at the club now on a permanent deal as well. £12 million. I know it's a waste of £12 million in a way, but I just felt that for the memes, we almost had to. And frankly, he can still do a job for us. Let's face it, as like a third choice player in that role that can come in and play some European games for us or some extra league games. And we're going to need the bodies this season. So I was kind of happy to do the deal. Besides, he's going to get unhappy and he's going to want to leave again by the end of the season to go back to Chelsea. That's just how these things go. I don't make the rules. I just sign the players. So there we go. Clive Kimberley back at Whitport after a 1-year hiatus and a £9 million loss for Chelsea. Say it with me. You love to see it. So after that Bournemouth game, we're actually up to 8th in the Premier League now with 2 straight victories. Still got a negative goal difference off the back of that horrendous result against City, and have now conceded the most goals in the league after conceding 2 more to Bournemouth. Definitely things need to change there, but at least we're smashing goals in and looking pretty solid so far. But there you have it. Man City already have a plus 14 goal difference after just 3 matches, and Spurs at plus 10. Southampton as well, 9 points on the board straight away. They are having a much better year this year. I don't know if Adel Fucher is still there, but if he is, that's probably why. Fulham, though, somewhat struggling down towards the bottom. As for Arsenal, I mean, I thought we'd keep an eye on them this year. They're currently sitting 6th in the league in the Championship. They've already lost to Ipswich and Barnsley, so yeah, and they also sold £150 million worth of players in the summer, yet still have a Brazilian international as their goal scorer, and that's Danilé up top for them in the Championship. It's a weird world. But today, we must finish things off today against Beitar Jerusalem. So a few little injuries again. Chan out, Vukaripa out. We might be able to give Fran a chance, though. I will see. Flammarion is ready to start, I would say. Fran is... I'm willing to give him a crack here because I want to see what he can do in that role. And today feels like the day for that role. Lonchar is good to come back in today. White played the last game because Billington was a bit knackered after the European excursion. So I'll bring Bruzidi onto the bench. So the bench, actually, Morton can't be starting with that kind of level of fitness. Hell, definitely not. So the bench will be Zulu, Thompson, Nelson, Billington, Bruzidi, Ramos, and Grant White. That's our lineup. Let's go smash these guys, hopefully, and get ourselves into the next round and into the group stages. Going to be very interested to see how Fran performs today. Let's go. Second leg for a place in the Europa Conference League group stages. I think it's going to be good for the Europa League Conference group if we can get through to it, because I think it will give us a chance to blood out some different players, give them a chance, and I feel like we are going to need to rotate the squad, so people will get an opportunity to play in Europe this year, particularly in some of the easier matches. But hey, this game isn't, we're not through yet. We just won the away leg 2-0. I think as long as we can take the lead in this match, then there shouldn't be any real issues here. Vertelboer finds Flammarion, skates past his man, whips it across for Kayo, and he can't quite get there, but Flammarion's through and a good save, and again he can't put in the rebound. Flammarion, I shouldn't have started him over Bazidi. I should have just let him have one more game. That was a mistake on my part. particularly as we didn't really need him for this match. I just wanted to get him a bit more fitness levels back, but that was just a mistake. Ezra out on this right-hand side. Oh, skips inside Veldvik, and easy shot for Grieg. But he might win it back here. Can he find his teammate or go alone? Lonchar's in! Oh, lovely work from Milan Lonchar. It's Whitport 1, Beitar Jerusalem 0. He's only played 2 games for us, and he's scored in both of them. This is a good sign for us so far. Did this basically all by himself. Pressing, which is what I really like to see out of the advanced 4, but he still has a lot of work to do. There's another defender there, ghosts past him, sets himself up on his right foot, just pops that into the back of the net. Lovely composure, 1-0. Kaio again. Can he skate past his man? He does. Back post for Balde! Oh, and he probably could have hit that first time, in all honesty, but another good chance. Anyone else notice Motherwell are 7-1 up on aggregate here? Fair play to them. Buzidi to deliver another one. And Connor's... Oh, he scored again. Connor in off the post, and we're 2-0 up, and that should be tie completely done now. 4-0 on aggregate. Connor with his... I mean, I talked about maybe even dropping Connor out this season, but he's already scored twice this year now, and he really is determined to prove himself to me. Still hasn't actually got a new contract just yet. May have to reconsider that soon. Ezra again. He's actually skinned Veldvik a couple of times today, and he's all the way through, and Griggs gets a great save on there in the end. Maybe one more before half-time to wrap it up fully. Bruzidi. Mutala in off the post, and Bruzidi's grabbed himself a pair of assists, and Beitar just cannot seem to defend set pieces today. Bruzidi's done very, very well. He's put in some delicious balls for the start of this season. That's his 3rd assist, I believe, already, and 2 nice little corner goals. Mutala to grab on himself. He very rarely scores these, but he manages to get it on target this time, 3-0. I'm taking Balde off at half-time, not because he's been bad, although he hasn't been spectacular, but because we're 3-0 up now and we can rest people, so we'll get Simon Nelson on for the second half because he's much, much better when we're winning matches. Here we go again, as Bazudi got another magical cross in him, and he might well do, and Matala heads it over. Ezra down to the byline, and he's even been allowed to get the ball back across Reichmann, and it's in the back of the net. Itamar Reichmann gets a goal back for Beitar Jerusalem, 5-1 on aggregate. Now, that was just a bit bad from us. We just looked a little bit lethargic at the start of this second half here. They didn't... I think we maybe got a bit complacent here. They're not really pushing as much as they were. They allow him to waltz into the box here, and then, I mean, the goalkeeper's completely unsighted. It's a good block, and Kaio's got this back. He's not going to be able to shot him, but he might be able to find his teammate, or he might go alone, and he does, actually. Lashka whips it through, and Fran's header is just wide. Cuts inside, and Nelson's there, and he smashes it home for 4-1. Simon Nelson, first goal of the year for him. It's nice to see him get off the mark. Another little piece of wonderful build-up play there from Kaio. He's getting goals, he's getting assists. He's basically doing everything this year. He's hit the ground firmly running this year, and I think he's on for a much better year than last year, and he was very good then as well. What a ball for Simon Nelson. It's 4-1 now. Let's press out them a bit faster this time, eh, guys? Ah, well done. Veldvik does brilliantly there and finds Kaio again. He could probably cut himself through, or maybe get across for his teammate. And he's... Oh! Whips it wide. Gets past the defender. He's holding him up a little bit, but he might still be able to find a cross. Doesn't actually, as Lashka's picked it up. Now he's whipped it in, and Kaio's header is over the bar. Lashka's got it again, and there's a nice ball through here. If he can just about... Oh, Kaio's just shed his marker easily there, and he's into the box, and he's scored again. It's 5-1. Kaio grabs his 6th goal of the season, and he is just looking unplayable at the moment in virtually every competition as well. Lovely work again from Rui Lashka. Another assist for the year for him. Robs it around the side, but he's got a lot of work to do. To shred that defender off and then actually have the composure to take this round the goal, well, not even take it round him, but slot that home. 6th goal of the year already, and he is in terrific form. And Veldvik could get this, you know. Bit of room. And he finds Kaio, and it's over the bar again. Well, that'll do it. Whitport 5, Beitar Jerusalem 1 rather. 7-1 on aggregate, much, much better. Goals for Lonchar, Connor, Mitala, Nelson, and Kaio. Just kept the pressure on them, really, there. Man of the match performance from him. Lashko got a 9 in the end, of course. Wonderful. Right, let's see this draw. Valarin only got a minor injury. It's good. Wow, even more money for that. Here we go. Third... Oh, yeah, there's the weird seedings for this draw, isn't there? Because there's 4 teams in each group, but there's 3 pots. It's a bit of a weird one. I can't do an automatic draw. It will take forever. But we're going to do draw all teams and see who we get in our group. We have got Atromitos, Sparta Prague, and Mechelen in our group. Those are winnable matches, I feel like. I think there's a good chance of us picking up some serious... just morale-boosting results in Europe this year with a chance for some players to really tear it up on the European scene and boost their reputation. So really looking forward to getting stuck into these fixtures. Don't know when those fixtures are, of course. As fixtures go, it's pretty easy. So, I mean, we've got all sorts of things. We're going to start, obviously, next episode against Norwich. Talk about Blackhaven's transfers in that one, because then the window will have been fully shut. And then maybe we'll come back for, like, the Atromitos game in there as well. So we do want to concentrate on the European games this season, but we can't be doing every single one, because it would take a little bit too much time up, I would have thought. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, I mean... We've smashed every single game so far, scoring 2 or more in every match, looking really solid, through in Europe. It's all going well. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And yeah, I stream on Twitch on Tuesday and Thursday, and usually at the weekends as well, so go follow there too. And I will join you guys tomorrow for a home game against Norwich, which should be a relatively winnable match to get us really pumping there. And then some lovely European action too as we continue our journey. Hopefully we can keep some players fit and see how the new lads bed in. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. hold your gun, capybara. Bye-bye.